Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham,
Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtham Vatatmajam Vanarayutha Mukhyam Shri Ramadutam Sharanam Prapadhye. Namaste and welcome to Kaivalya Yoga Gurukulam, and for the 7th day of this divine Sri Hanuman Yagna. We shall begin with the Yogic Kriyas, but as always, before I begin, a few words of caution. Please do as much as you can. This is the 8th day, sorry. So please do as much as you can. And if we do something 3 times or 5 times, if you cannot do, just do once or twice, depending on your age and fitness. Listen to your body and do it at your pace. If you have any questions with regard to this and your medical conditions, please check with your physician before attempting these exercises. Having said that, let us reverentially offer our deepest salutations to this divine energy of Hanuman, the essence of the wind, the essence of life itself, and begin practicing these kriyas so we eliminate all toxins in our body. And once the body is cleansed, the mind begins to reflect that inner cleanliness as well. Start with the Omkara Kriya. Today I have something new to teach you, so we'll do only 3 of these each. 3 ohms. Add a lot of air along with each ohm. Bend forward, crush the lungs, empty as you chant the Om. Let us begin. Check. Is that okay? Sorry, seems to have some problems. 1 second. Okay? All right. So let us start the Om. Taking a deep breath. Inhale and come up. Take a couple of deep breaths. Let's begin. Inhale. And let's go. Inhale, come up. Take a couple of deep breaths. Mindful breathing. One last one. Inhale. Let's go. Inhale, come up. A few deep breaths. Allow your mind to be focused on the breath. Study the volume of air entering the body. Observe the smoothness in the flow of the breath. And begin to focus on your exhalations. All right. If you closed your eyes, gently open them. Kaka, Shuddhi, Kriya, 3 times. This time without the Om. A powerful coughing out like expression as you breathe out. Like so. And you're going to continue breathing out, bending forward till you can breathe out no more. And you breathe in and come up. 3 times. Okay, Jai Bajrang Bali. Let's begin. Breathe in. And let's go. Inhale, come up. Now if you have a back problem, you have problems bending forward, then keep your hands on the floor and take support as you go down. Okay? So I will show you that option exists. Everybody doesn't have to do this. Please pay attention only if you have a back problem and if you have problems bending forward. So again, inhale. Let's go. Inhale, come up. Couple of deep breaths. Inhale. And let's go. Inhale, come up. And relax. Once again, pay attention to the breath. Slowly begin to engage the Ujjayi Pranayama. Keep your Uddiyana Bandha engaged, mild Uddiyana Bandha. Stomach is slightly pulled in. All the breathing happens in the chest. So if someone were to hold your stomach tight in, you should be still be able to breathe. Very mild, very little movement happens in the stomach. All that movement happens in the chest. Let's do Agnisara Kriya. 3 times. You're going to breathe out, hold the breath out, Pull the stomach in and then flap in and out. And then breathe in. Ready? Breathe in. And as you breathe out, this time you can breathe out through the mouth or the nose. It doesn't matter. Just remember to exhale fully. So if you're forgetting, then breathe out through the mouth. It doesn't matter. I'll show you both these options exist. Okay, inhale, exhale, hold the breath out, and let's go. Inhale, breathe in and out. Focus on the breath. All right, let's begin one more time. Inhale and exhale fully. Inhale and relax. One more time, let's do it. Inhale and exhale fully. And inhale, exhale. Begin to exhale fully, even normally, as you breathe out. In traditional yoga, it is said you follow the exhalation, you follow the breath as it leaves the body. They call it measuring the length of your breath. How far does the exhalation go out? Wonderful. Now in Markata Kriya, I'm going to introduce one more variation. So please pay attention. I'll try and keep it as simple as possible so you'll be able to recollect it simply by logical means. So we'll break it into the first three and the second three. What is the first three? Right hand up, left hand up, both hands up. Correct? You inhale, you come down. Then you inhale with the left hand and you come down. And you inhale with both hands and you come down. So this is one hand up, right hand up, left hand up, both hands up. So that is, those three is one set. Now the second three, the second one I said this, right? We go down. But before that, I'll introduce one more variation. This is a second three. Second three begins with, instead of going up, you're going to go down. How? So I'm going to begin first, right side. I'm going to inhale, exhale, I go down to the right. Inhale, I come up. Watch my hands are on the floor. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down to the left. As much as you can. You might just go up till here, doesn't matter. But if you can go down all the way, that's fine. Watch my knees, it doesn't come up like this. Don't do this. Don't tilt like this. Okay? Go down and come up. And then you go forward. We have done this earlier. You go down and come up. Okay? So once again, let me quickly demonstrate. I breathe in. I exhale to the right. Inhale, come up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, forward. Now, if you have a back problem, you can stop like this. But if you don't, you can stretch all the way. Exhale fully. Inhale and come up. So if you're sitting on the chair, the same thing. Hold on to your knee and go down on either side. Are you ready? Let's try this second variation a couple of times, and then we will do the first and the second together. So just the forward bends we will do, okay? So inhale, and to the right, place your palms on the floor, go down. Inhale, come up. To the left, and come up. And breathe out to the front. Inhale, come up. You can even hold your knees. Exhale, go down. Push the knee, come up. Exhale, go down. Push the knee, come up. Exhale, go down. And inhale, come up. Okay, wonderful. So now let's do 10 rounds of these 6 steps. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 and 3 makes it 6. So we will do 10. So that will be 60 of these inhalations and exhalations. Okay? It's a wonderful practice once you're able to do this. All right. Markata Kriya. Let us begin to the right. Let us all exhale fully. And inhale, raise your right hand up. Exhale, fully come down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now right side down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go down to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, go forward. Inhale, come up. And exhale. That's 1. Inhale. Come down. Inhale. Exhale and come down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Right side. Exhale. Inhale. Keep your stomach pulled in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Do as many as you can. You won't feel like taking a break, take a break. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's 4. Inhale. Exhale. Excellent. Inhale. Exhale. Both hands up. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Inhale. exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and pause. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. If you are young at age, nicely, boldly do this. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Move with confidence. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It's like a dance. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One last one. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Sit up tall and straight. Drop your chin down slightly. A mild Jalandhara Bandha. Keep your stomach pulled in. Mild Uddiyana Bandha. Focus on your breath. Listen to the sound of your breath. Observe the volume of air as it comes in and the volume of air as it leaves your body. Exhale fully. Gently open your eyes. We will do a few rounds of Kamala Kriya. I want to introduce a small variation in Kamala Kriya because I just texted a couple of people about it, and therefore I think it's the right time to do so. When you're closing your fist, this is good too, but I want to introduce a mudra here. So when you close your fist, turn your thumbs in first and then close your palms together. Alright? So you're going to inhale, and then you're going to exhale by closing your thumbs in first and pressing all the 4 fingers over your thumbs. It forms the basis of Brahma Mudra. So you can inhale, exhale. Try it at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. If you notice, I'll make it clear here. Your thumbs go in and then you close. Inhale, exhale. I was waiting to introduce this gently because otherwise it will become too many things. So now that you know you have to close your fist, just put your thumb in first and close the fist. This is called the Brahma Mudra. Brahma Mudra. It helps you to get into a meditative state. Later on we will apply it against the stomach as well. But we will do that slowly. Don't jump. Let us not jump the gun. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, as they say. Let's do these things slowly. So today when you do the Ramanama Pranayama, you're going to inhale for 4 counts. As you exhale, close your thumb first and then close your palms. Okay? We will call this Brahma Mudra at this point. It is not complete. Brahma Mudra is when you press this against your stomach. But just focus on Ramanama Pranayama at this point. Okay? Breathing in for 4 counts. You're going to breathe out for 8 counts. Ramanama Pranayama is a very powerful way to breathe, learning to exhale more than you inhale. We will do variations of this Ramanama Pranayama as we go along. But for now, please establish this practice. We are only doing it for 5 or 6 minutes every day. Take time to do more if you get a chance, because it becomes a very meditative practice. Ramanam Pranayama is not a means to get to something. So don't ask me, what do I do after this pranayama? That is it. It is a complete worship in itself. It is a nama smarana. It engages the mind. The breath engages the cleanliness, engages the mind. All of this practice is a complete holistic practice for the body, for the mind, and for the spirit. Okay? So begin to fall in love with it first. It doesn't matter. If you're doing 5-6 minutes and you're doing all this every day with me, that itself is a great sadhana. So start with it. Don't take too many upon yourself, and then you lose interest in very shortly. This is good. Begin to fall in love with the Ramanama Pranayama. Always get up from any session, meditation, pranayama, yoga session. Always get up from it wanting to do more. Okay? So that when you come next time, subconsciously you look forward to a session. Hopefully you are looking forward to these sessions. These will really benefit you in the long run. And when you chant Ramanam, Hanuman begins to awaken inside us, in our consciousness. And that is the greatest blessing. And so along with blessings for yourself, when you do the Ramanam Pranayama, allow your consciousness to reach out to all those who are in need of this fresh oxygen, vitality and prana, who are perhaps struggling in various forms of illnesses, mental, physical, spiritual. But rather than thinking of their suffering, just spread the Ramanam Pranayama and feel the joy in spreading light and vitality. That's all. All you and I are doing are being instruments in reawakening Ramanama Pranayama in the consciousness of man. And since we are all connected with one consciousness, it will definitely pay rich dividends in the hearts and the minds of those who desperately need it at this point. So, having said that, sit up tall and straight. Get your palms ready, and let's begin. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. Exhale. 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 Inhale. Exhale.
ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। ॐ साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। ॐ श्री राम। ॐ श्री राम। ॐ श्री राम। ॐ श्री राम। Om Shri Ram, Om Shri Ram, Om Shri Ram, Om Shri Ram. Om Shri Ram, 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 Om Shri Ram. Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam bhaje. Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam bhaje. Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam bhaje. Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam bhaje. Vaidehi Ramam, Vaikunta Ramam, Vaidehi Ramam, Vaikunta Ramam, Gopala Chudamani, Bhupala Chudamani, Atma Viramam, Atma Viramam, Prabhu Sai Ramam, Atma Viramam, Prabhu Sai Ramam, Sri Ram Sharanam bhaje. Sri Ram Charanam bhaje. Sri Ram Charanam bhaje. Sri Ram Charanam bhaje. Prabhu Sai Ram Charanam bhaje. Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam bhaje. Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam, Shri Ram Charanam bhaje. Om Shri Ram, 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 Om Shri
Namaste and welcome. For those of you who have just joined the Satsang, welcome to Kaivalya Yoga Gurukulam. It is our greatest good fortune that we are able to host this divine Satsang and allow all of us, and it is divine grace that we are all allowed to participate in the Sri Hanuman Yagna, where every day as we learn the story of Hanuman, where we learn the divinity of this being who walked the earth thousands of years ago, we learn a little more of our own self and the divinity that lies within us. We learn about this little dormant Hanuman that is sleeping within us. And in learning the story of Hanuman, in visualizing his leaping across the ocean in search of Sita, in understanding the spirit of his selflessness in his service, in admiring the self-confidence that he portrays, in trying to understand that indomitable faith that he had in his master Sri Rama. What we are doing is actually unfolding all of these qualities in our own self. Yat bhavam, tat bhavati, says the Vedas. As the man thinketh, so he becomes. So as we contemplate every day, we spend a half an hour of Kriyas meditating and contemplating on the energy of Hanuman as the essence of the breath itself. And then we spend 1 hour of this. Such a divine qualitative yagna will truly transform us. I have no doubts about it. And therefore, we will continue this with deep reverence and prayer that the divine allows us to participate in this yagna and continue it to the very best of our ability. We will continue the Sundarakand verses. Today we will study verse 21 to verse 44. As always, I am not going to go verse by verse. I am going to give you a synopsis of what you expect in these 20 odd verses, 23, 24 verses. Very beautiful. And today is where we end with saying he leaps into the sky. So yesterday we stopped at the point where he pressed the ground, pressed the mountain, Mahendra, ready to make that leap. And what happened was, when he did so, the serpents came out, all the wild animals came out, all of them came rushing out, shrieking in terror and fear, they came out. And so Valmiki continues on that. So let us understand a little more. I found it very fascinating that Valmiki, in addition to describing the beauty of the mountain, starts giving a very poetic rendition, but at the same time very graphic description of what is happening in the mountain as Hanuman is taking that leap. So this spiritual journey that we undertake in us, when we begin to suppress our humanity, if you will, our limitedness, and we begin to expand our divinity, then all the little fears and the shadows of doubts and despair and all of them, the little snakes, if you will, all of them decide to shriek and come out. So we hear voices of, are you crazy? This is stupidity. This is not logic. This is against the world. Look around you. Nobody is doing all this nonsense. None of this is going to work. All of these are venomous snakes. All of them come out in different forms. And therefore, Valmiki takes time to explain that. And we have to understand that it is good. Why does it happen? Right? Why does the bad things even have to come out? Why can't they just disappear? Think of it, when you decide to clean your home, you pick up your vacuum or your broom and then you go to the corner and you move the furniture a little away from the wall. And what is it that you see? When you go to clean, what do you see? You see the dirt. But that doesn't say, you don't look at the dirt and say, oh gosh, there is so much dirt, and you give up cleaning. But that is the whole purpose of cleaning, right? Then you take the vacuum and you clean the place. And that's what the whole idea is. When we decide to overcome limitations, then these hidden serpents come out. All these hidden doubts and all these little dust and cobwebs that are hiding from us suddenly come into view because you've now got the broom and you're looking around because you want to clean the home. So when you begin the spiritual progress, when you begin to expand the consciousness beyond your limited self, beyond that cage, then initially and only initially, this compared to the 24,000 verses of Ramayana, this is a very small portion that is dedicated, that Valmiki has dedicated to the Mahendra mountain. So it is in that context we have to understand. So here, look at what he says here in the very first verse. As those snakes come out and they are spitting out poison out into the air, and the rocks receiving those poison are bursting into pieces. And so there is a lot of violence he has created in the mind's eye, if you will. And then he says, even the medicinal herbs of the mountain cannot be, these poison from these snakes cannot be neutralized by medicinal herbs. So these herbs are not able to neutralize the poison that is coming out of these snakes. What does that mean to us? It means that when you do your spiritual progress, all of that is good, but that does not neutralize, that is a medicinal herb. Our chanting of the name of God, our sadhanas and all of that you do, we are trying to neutralize. So, but that does not neutralize what? These things that come out from the subconscious. In other words, the past karmas will have their effect. They will come and they will go. None of those snakes are affecting Hanuman. Please understand that. They're not stopping him from the mission. They just come, hiss and spit the venom out. So all those disturbances will come about in the form of maybe ill health or loss or something like that. Could happen or may not even happen, right? But then those are the things, when they happen, you got to accept it and say, you know what? Let the dirt come out. Let me continue doing good with even more fervor, with even more perseverance, and let me persevere in my path, because then let all the venom out of these serpents come out and there'll be nothing left. So that is one important thing we have to remember, that we are not in this path engaged to escape from the past. We cannot say, oh, I don't want to, I don't know what my karmas is, I don't want all that, I'm very scared, I just want everything nice and beautiful, whatever that means for us. All of us, nice and beautiful can mean so many things. But then it doesn't work like that, because we are born, because we have a karmic birth, because of unfulfilled desires we have come back again, because we haven't realized who we are, we have come back again, we'll come back again and again. So that is going to continue. Knowingly or unknowingly, we do so many actions for which we have to bear the reaction. That is normal. Let that go on. Don't worry about it. Those are those little serpents who shriek out in terror. That doesn't affect the real Hanuman. That will not affect us in our spiritual path. That will not affect us in our ability to grow spiritually and get closer to the divinity. So allow that to happen. Okay? I'm saying this because we question ourselves. Arey, you are doing so much puja. Why is God testing you? Or what is happening? Nobody is testing. This is because you are doing all this spirituality, it becomes more evident. But everybody else are also doing the same thing. They're going through the past karmas. And that will go on. Like today's karma is tomorrow's past karma, right? And yesterday's was a past karma. And 10 years ago, it's all past karmas. Previous lifetimes and many lifetimes like this have accumulated so much. So the chitta has impressions of all of these. So when the Ramanama goes inside and starts clearing the chitta, in other words, pressing the chitta for clarity, and so it can take your Atma and leap into this, into the beyond, into the beautiful dimensions, then along with the beautiful experiences of Gandharvas and Kinnaras and all of them, Yakshas and all of that, this other parts of our subconscious, if you will, or unconscious, if you will, in other words, the chitta, all of them will begin to express itself. And it's good they express itself because they are wearing themselves out. In other words, the karmas are all getting expended. Effects of poisonous snakes could not be neutralized by medicinal herbs. Then Valmiki adds is another beautiful thing. Even ascetics leave the mountain. They get scared and it shakes under Hanuman's pressure, so they also leave. So you might wonder when you read this, in that case, what happens to good people? Even they leave? I mean, even the good karmas, all of that also goes. What is going on here? Here, the meaning here is, our mind will now begin to evolve. So that part is done, right? The karmic part is done. In this verse, the very next verse, he says, the ascetics leave. In other words, all our ideas of sadhana, good and bad, religion, and all of this will go. They will also leave. Because now you're rising above everything, rising above the idea of good and bad, rising above the idea of form and all of that into a divine plane, right? That is why it is said even ascetic. So me doing sadhana, I want to do more sadhana, I'm not able to do sadhana, or what kind of sadhana, and all of this I, me and mine, the doership, all of that goes away when the divinity begins to awaken. Okay? Some of this may not be directly understandable or easily understandable, but I'm throwing these for you to contemplate upon. All right. So all of this, everything comes out of from there. So this is very similar to the churning of the Mandara mountain and churning of the ocean with the help of the Mandara mountain. When the nectar came out, what happened? What is the story there? Gods and the Asuras, the good and the evil, both came on the same plane. They both held on either side and they churned. The snake churned, helped them churn the ocean to bring out what? Nectar of immortality. Symbolic, very symbolic. What does it mean? We have to treat good and bad on the same plane. They have to come and be equals. In other words, the mind rises above good and bad. And so all this tussle between which is good, which is bad, all of that begin to cease as you get the nectar of immortality. Then all of that ceases. So that is the understanding there. All right. Then he introduces, he spends 3 or 4 verses on this term, we call it term at this point, Vidya Dharas. Vidya Dharas are, what are they? He says these Vidyadharas were there, they are there in the hill. And they also leave, they also rise to the sky. They're leaving behind all their valuable goblets, etc. So Vidyadharas, the way Valmiki explains them, and I'll come to that, how does that explain, or how does that apply to us? Valmiki explains they are sitting there with their beautiful women, all clad in jewelry and riches, golden goblets, intoxicated with liquor, enjoying the heights of sensual pleasures. And all of them also, because of this pressure in the mountain, they all leave everything and rise up to the sky. They rise up to the sky. In Devi Khadgamala, for those of you who are following me in that satsang, we understood every energy principle as an aspect of the divine. And we worship that aspect as a part of Devi herself. So these are all divine elements coming to engage us in one form. So Vidyadharas, you can understand them as celestial beings or semi-divine beings. You might say, why are they drinking and intoxication? I'll come to that in a bit. But they are not human beings. In other words, they are energy principles. In order to understand that energy principle, a form and a name is given to them. So you have Kinnaras, Gandharvas, Vidyadharas, and so on. Vidyadharas are those energies that intoxicate us through senses. And Valmiki uses liquor, and generally you find liquor is used because liquor is one really strong intoxicating substance. And so anything with senses and intoxication, liquor is used, in this case liquor, alcohol, whatever that is, it's used as a synonym, as a metaphor to explain how we are sensually intoxicated. In other words, addicted. Addiction is the right word rather than intoxication. Because some of you say, oh, I don't drink liquor, thank God, I'm good. It doesn't work like that. Think of all the food that you're addicted to. And Valmiki explains, they will leave, and I think it is in the next. So Vidyadharas, understand them as every time you taste something, you say, oh, beautiful. Oh my God, this is amazing taste. There is a Vidyadhara sitting and blessing you. It's a blessing, right? The ability to taste good food, the ability to appreciate divine colors. They're not bad. These things are not bad. Getting addiction is a different, it's an entirely different case. When we become addicted to these energies and we allow these energies to rule over us, then we get trapped in that Vidyadharas, we can become like them. But we are like Hanuman. We are not some ordinary little energy Vidyadharas or Kinnaras or Gandharvas. They are not superior to us. They serve us in this form. So these are sensual, intoxicating energies that you experience when you listen to good music. What happens? What do you think happens? Let me see what I put in the next one. Okay, so I'll finish that part of the Vidyadhara. Let me go back to that slide, that point here. So when you listen to good music, you're listening to, let's say, Rag Bhairavi sung by Bhimchen Joshi or somebody, Pandit Jasraj, and then you're like, oh, this is amazing, how beautiful, and you're enjoying, there is a pleasure, right? It's an intoxicating pleasure of divine music. There are so many little children who sing these days on YouTube. You see them, you have seen Surya Gayatri singing, and you see Maithili Thakur and all these. These are young children singing, and when you listen to them, Rahul Velal and all these, when you listen to them, you're like, oh gosh, this voice is so, it just takes you to another world. Who is doing that? Whose blessing is that you're able to recognize and you're able to enjoy? Vidyadhara. Vidyadharas are the ones who are giving you that blessing to enjoy good music. They give you the blessing to enjoy good colors. They give you the blessing to, this is the same thing we understand as Buddhya Karshana, Ahankara Karshini, and all these Akarshana Shaktis in Devi Khadgamala, right? It is the same thing. You got to understand them and say, please let me go. Don't intoxicate me further. I'm happy with what you have given. I'm grateful to you. And then they will step behind, because as Valmiki explains, they leave it. Where do they go? With their wives and all of that, leave all this behind. They also go to the sky. The very same senses, the very same energies that intoxicate you, they will go to the sky when you rise up. Tulsidas is a great example of this, since we are studying Ramayana. He was one of them who got intoxicated with Vidyadhara. In other words, he was lusting after his wife. He was caught in things which you and I find, if we know who Tulsidas was in our days and time, we'll never read even a line of what he writes. We would have written him off saying, this guy is gone case. I know who he was. Who is he to talk about Rama and all that? This is how we are unforgiving and we judge somebody once and for all. But every saint has a past. Every sinner has a future. So Tulsidas, his wife says, this love that you have for me, why don't you take that and turn it towards God? So the same Vidyadharas who were holding him here in sensual enjoyments turned and helped him evolve and go towards Rama. Because of him, we get the Tulsi Ramayana. This is the beauty of that, right? So this is the background of many saints and sages' stories. So understand that, don't blame yourself and judge yourself permanently saying, oh God, this is what I have done. How can I ever reach spirituality? Don't look at that. Think of these energies, bow to them and say, release me, release me. I'm happy, I'm enjoying this. You've given me great joy, release me. And therefore, Sarva Vigno Pashante. That's why we do Shuklam Bharadram. Make peace with all these obstacles, and then they will clear the path and let you go. So they all cleared the mountain, allowing Hanuman to go up. So Vidyadharas are that kind of energy. Because if you think they are celestial beings, they are fairy tales, then you dismiss it off, correct? Don't do that. That is not how it was meant to be. I always keep saying this, Maharishis don't simply tell you something to entertain you here. Every word that he spoke, every verse has divine meaning to it. So the sages, and then there the sages praise Hanuman, so that all the beings can hear and stay away from the path of fulfillment. And they loudly praise. In the Akasha, there are sages who claim, listen, watch this Hanuman, he is going to fulfill Rama's mission. Almost impossible task is what he set out to do. Praise be to him, may all blessings be upon him. When the sages and the siddhas speak like this, all the other beings turn around and say, okay, you know what? Let us worship and look up to him. That is when obstacles begin to go. That is why I keep saying, I honestly believe this to be 100% true, that there are divine beings waiting to guide us and bless us. Our own Sadgurus are there waiting to guide us and bless us. There is no doubt about that. And when they bless, all the other beings stand away. They don't come in the path of your fulfillment, right? And so that is the beauty of these verses. Very beautifully Valmiki tells. So Vidyadharas, Siddhas, Charanas, all of them in the sky now, all are sensual. Everything moves upwards, right? Everything goes towards the Akasha. All the four elements meet into the Akasha, merge into the Akasha element, which is the container for all the other elements. So earth goes into water, water goes into fire, fire into air, air into space. So in that, all these divine beings finally go back to their respective dimensions, allowing our spirit to rise above, totally engaged in the glory and in the joy of being Shiva, being Rama, however you want to see it. So this is what it means when you read these. When I sing the verses in the Parayana, there will be English, so you will follow that, and then you will understand the context in which I am presenting these. And then Valmiki mentions, okay, so all that is done, and then Hanuman is curling his tail, once again a reference to his tail, a couple of verses just describing his tail. He curls his tail, and his tail like a snake. He curls his tail, he steadies his arms, he restrains his breath in his chest, looks up to the sky. Look at all of this. It is the path of the Kundalini. What else can it be? The tail raises like a snake, he says, right? The energy comes up and the breath is held in the chest. One of the reasons why I keep saying Yogic Kriyas, please hold your stomach in, is because we want to do this. We want to get the breath up back in the chest, especially for those of us who are beyond 20 years. And so because of faulty breathing, because who taught us, right? I'm not blaming you or anyone. Nobody taught us this. Nobody teaches us this in school anymore, unfortunately. So we allow it to slip. So the breath, the prana slips into the stomach, and the stomach begins to become bigger. And of course, the lifestyle doesn't help it. So all of that added on, it becomes more complex. So the vayu, which is supposed to be here, the vayu begins to merge into the goes into the place of the fire. It starts moving down. And that is not a good sign. That's why we feel old. That's why lethargy comes in, old age comes in, disease, illnesses, all that happens. So we have to, you can't prevent it forever, but we can slow down. We can make it extremely, extremely graceful. And therefore, here is given an example as to how Hanuman, who is a perfect role model, he holds the prana in his chest. This is the vayu. This is where prana should be. This is where vayu should be. So restrains his breath in his chest, and he looks up at the Akasha. In other words, all the elements, the finest among all elements. He looks into space where there are no limitations and steadies his arms. So arms again represent steadiness in the breath, because arms are connected to breath because they move. When you're breathing, even the slightest move in your fingers will affect your breath. The slightest movement in your breath or flicker in your breath will affect your fingers. Your fingers and your arms are directly linked to Vayu Tattva in the body. The bottom of the feet is linked to the Agni Tattva, and so on. So we study this in the elements and the essence organ associated with these elements. It's just part of Vedanta. It's not my theory. This is all part of yoga and Vedanta. So Hanuman is given, Valmiki says, how he is getting ready to make that leap. What is that? So this is one thing that you can contemplate upon and see how Hanuman reveals the meaning to you. And then comes this most beautiful thing. I love this, and I'm going to end with this. After these four, we will start the Chalisa, the invocation and the Parayana. This is the greatest lesson for this. So now the symbolism, from that symbolism, let's come back to the story. Just before he leaves, he looks at the Vanaras and his final words. He doesn't say, Tata, bye-bye, I will see you again. No. What does he say? 4 verses, 4 sentences. First, I will fly like an arrow released by Raghava with the speed of time. With the speed. like the, or with the speed of wind, I guess. I don't know if I wrote it correctly. I will fly like an arrow released by Raghava with the speed of wind. Okay. So, right in the beginning, he establishes what? What does this mean to you and me? Look at that subtlety and the power of his thinking. Right in the very beginning, the I will fly is there. But how? Like an arrow released by Raghava. He is the one who is releasing me. Not, I am not taking this decision. He is the one. So he establishes right in the beginning that I am only an instrument in the hands of the Raghava, of Rama. I am like an arrow in a bow. He released me and I will fly non-stop. And because I am an arrow from his bow, I will not stop for any rest. I'll be one-pointed, focused in what I have set out to do. Nothing else. To me, personally, this is a great, great, great lesson. And I'm sure each one of us find this so powerful. When you regard yourself as the instrument of God, ask yourself, what is the task that he has brought me into this world like an arrow? And am I flying with one-pointed focus? So that is the message he sends out right in the beginning. And then he says, if I am not, now, so that is one thing is humility and steadfastness. He has put me on a task. I have not taken it on my own choice, and I didn't decide to stroll out and look for some adventure. He has done it, so I am doing this. So there is humility, a sense of being an instrument, and one-pointedness is already there. Here, determination, perseverance comes next. If I am not able to find Sita in Lanka, I will go to heaven, the abode of gods, with the same speed. So the first one shows like an arrow, I will fly. He has set me out. I will do this task. I will do my very best. There is also a great element of self-effort established there. Because we are instruments, you can't sit back and say, if he has sent me, he will do. What can I do? And we sit back saying, Baba will do everything. God will do everything. Who are we? No, it doesn't work like that. Right? So along with self-effort, he says, if my self-effort fails, then I will go to the heavens. What does that mean? Then I will pray. I will invoke divine grace. There is bhakti. So in the first, there is karma, selfless karma. He has given me a task, I'm going to do. What if I'm not able to do? What if I need help? What if I'm not finding what I want to do? What if I'm not able to reach a destination? Then pray. There is divine grace. Invoke that divine grace. I will go to heaven, he says, abode of the gods, with the same speed, with that same intensity, without lacking, without getting discouraged, without getting despair. I will continue to earn divine grace. These are powerful lessons. I don't know about you, but I get goosebumps when I read this, because I was like, oh, look at this. Look at the spirit. First, he establishes self-effort, and then he says, if that seems to fail, then I am going to incur divine grace. I'm not going to let it be. And then he says, if I go to heaven and not find that, then I will bind Ravana and bring him here. I will uproot Lanka itself along with Ravana and bring it here. So it shows, and the last two are completely based on dedication and determination. Once I have taken a task, I will do it no matter what. I will try self-effort, I will try prayer, I will reach out to the gods and ask their help. But if I'm not getting anywhere, I will still do it, and I'll show that kind of confidence, that kind of determination, rather. This is not born out of ego. It cannot be born out of ego. Right? It has to be born out of a deep faith in your own divinity. And because Jambavan raised Hanuman's awareness of his divinity, because your Guru, my Guru, our teachers and Vedanta reminds us of our own inner divinity, we can do this. We can also be an arrow in Rama's hands. We can also reach to the heavens and plead for grace and guidance. And we can, through determination, dedication, achieve the task in our lives, whatever that task is, and be able to offer it All that he's doing for what? He is going to come back and offer, even if he ties Ravana and he's going to offer it to Rama. To make that offering, I will do whatever it takes. And then offer it to the divine. Brahmarpanam astu. Krishnarpanam astu. That is the vow that Hanuman takes. And then he leaps. What a beautiful moment. So please meditate on this. These words of Hanuman given to us through Valmiki gives us an idea of what is demanded in the spiritual path. Spirituality is not a matter of convenience. It's not a matter of saying, I have time, I don't have time, I'm busy, I'm just reducing it to 5 minutes a day. If you do, that's fine. But if you truly want to invoke the grace of the divine Hanuman, if you want to feel the presence of Rama, you want to experience divinity, then dive into it with one-pointed attention, with dedication, with devotion. Enter into this world through service, through selflessness, through love. And let every act of yours, let me put it this way, let every act of ours, let every thought of ours become worthy of being offered at the feet of Lord Rama. Then the Hanuman within us truly begins to awaken. We shall now invoke the divine Hanuman in our hearts, in our consciousness, in the consciousness of our children, of our family members, in our homes, in our altars. We'll awaken the consciousness in our community, in our society, in the world at large. Slowly broaden the consciousness and let Hanuman awaken in every soul, in everybody who needs it, reminding them of their true inner divine nature. Let us invoke him from Bhuloka, from the physical plane, from Bhuvarloka, from the astral plane. Let us invoke him from the Suvarloka, from the heavenly abodes. For he is none other than the incarnation, like you and I are, of the Supreme Shiva consciousness. Samba Sada Shivam Avahayam. Let us do that. And then we will chant these verses and then sing the Hanuman Chalisa.
ॐ भूः पुरुषं श्रीबजरङ्गरूपाय श्रीसाम्ब सदाशिवम् आवाहयामि। ॐ भुवः पुरुषं श्रीमारुतिरूपाय श्रीसाम्ब सदाशिवम् आवाहयामि। ॐ सुवः पुरुषं श्रीचिरञ्जीविरूपाय श्रीसाम्ब सदाशिवम् आवाहयामि। ॐ भूर्भुवः सुवः पुरुषं श्रीरामदूत हनुमान रूपाय श्रीसाम्ब सदाशिवम् आवाहयामि। यानि चोषधजालानि तस्मिन् जातानि पर्वते निषङ्घान्यपि नागानां न शेखुः शमितुं विषम् विद्यते यं गिरिर्भूतैरिति मत्वा तपस्विनः त्रस्था विद्याधरास्तस्मादुत्पेतु स्त्रीगणैः सह पानभूमिगतं हित्वा हेमम् आसवभाजनम् पात्राणि च महार्हाणि करकाङ्क्षहिरण्मयान् लेह्यानुच्छाबचान् भक्ष्यान् मांसानि विविधानि च आर्षभाणि च चर्माणि खड्गाङ्क्षकनकत्सरून् कृतकण्ठगुणाक्षीबा रक्तमाल्यानुलेपनाः रक्ताक्षाः पुष्कराक्षाञ्च गगनं प्रतिपेदिरे हारनूपुरकेयूर परिहार्यधरास्त्रियः विस्मिताः सस्मितास्तस्तुराकाशे रमणैः सह दर्शयन्तो महाविद्यान् विद्याधरमहर्षयः सहितास्तस्तुराकाशे वीक्षाञ्चक्रुश्च पर्वतम् शुश्रुवुश्च तदा शब्दं ऋषीणां भावितात्मनां चारणानां च सिद्धानां स्थितानां विमलेऽम्बरे एष पर्वतसङ्काशो हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः तितीर्षति महावेगः समुद्रं मकरालयम् रामार्थं वानरार्थं चचिकीर्षन् कर्म दुष्करम् समुद्रस्य परं पारं दुष्प्रापं प्राप्तुमिच्छति इति विद्याधरा श्रुत्वा वचस्तेषां महात्मनां तमप्रमेयं ददृशुः पर्वते वानरर्षभम् दुधुवे च स रोमाणि चकम्पे चाचलोपमः ननाद सुमहानादं सुमहान् इव तो यदः आनुपूर्व्येण वृत्तं च लाङ्गूलं लोमभिश्चितम् उत्पत्तिष्यन् विचिक्षेप पक्षिराज इवोरगम् तस्य लाङ्गूलमाविद्धमात्तवेगस्य पृष्ठतः ददृशे गरुडेनेव ह्रियमाणो महोरगः बाहुसंस्तम्भयामास महापरिघसन्निभौ ससाद च कपिः कट्यां चरणौ सञ्चुकोच च संहृत्य च भुजौ श्रीमां तथैव च शिरोधराम् तेजः सत्त्वं तथा वीर्य मा विवेश स वीर्यवान् मार्गमालोकयन् दूरा दूर्ध्वं प्रणिहिते क्षणः रुरोध हृदये प्राणान् आकाशमवलोकयन् पदभ्यां हृदमवस्थानं कृत्वा स कपिकुञ्जरः निकुञ्जकर्णौ हनुमान् उत्पतिष्यन् महाबलः वानरान् वानरश्रेष्ठ इदं वचनमब्रवीत् यथा राघवनिर्मुक्त शरस्वसन विक्रमः गच्छेतत्त्वद्गमिष्यामि लङ्कां रावणपालिताम् न हि द्रक्ष्यामि यदि तां लङ्कायां जनकात्मजाम् अनेनैव हि वेगेन गमिष्यामि सुरालयम् यदि वा त्रिदिवे सीतां न द्रक्ष्याम्यकृतश्रमः बद्ध्वा राक्षसराजन मानयिष्यामि रावणम् सर्वथा कृतकार्यो हमेष्यामि सह सीतया आनयिष्यामि वा लङ्कां समुत्पाट्य स रावणाम् एवमुक्त्वा तु हनुमान् वानरान् वानरोत्तमान् उत्पपाताथ वेगेन वेगवान् विचारयन् सम्पूर्णमिव चात्मानं मेने स कपिकुञ्जरः मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यम् श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये श्री गुरुचरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुर सुधार बरनौ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायकु फल चार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरा पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा राम राम जय राजा के संगी, कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा, कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा, हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे, कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजे, शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन, तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन, राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीताराम, राम राम जय सीताराम, राजा राम सीताराम, साई राम 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 राम। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर, राम काज करिबे को आतुर, प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया, सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा, विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा, भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे, रामचंद्र के काज सवारे, राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीताराम, राम राम जय सीताराम, राजा राम सीताराम, साई राम 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 राम। लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए, रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई, सहस बदन तुम्हारो जश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा, राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीताराम, राम राम जय सीताराम, राजा राम सीताराम, साई राम 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 राम। जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाँ के, कवि को विद कहीं सके कहाँ के, तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा, राम मिलाए राजपद दीन्हा, तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, युग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लियो ताहि मधुर फल जानु, राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीताराम, राम राम जय सीताराम, राजा राम सीताराम, साई राम 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 राम। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेरी मुख माही, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे, सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राजा राम सीता राम, साई राम 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 राम। आपन तेज संहारो आपे, तीनों लोक आंकते कापे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ज्ञान जो लावे। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राजा राम सीता राम, साई राम 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 राम। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, दिन के काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राजा राम सीता राम, साई राम 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 राम। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुवरपुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाए। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राजा राम सीता राम, साई राम 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 राम। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो शत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई। राम राम जय राजा राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राम राम जय सीता राम, राजा राम सीता राम, साई राम 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 राम। हनुमान चालीसा होए सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा। की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरण मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। राम राम जय राजा राम। राम राम जय सीता राम। राम राम जय सीता राम। राजा राम सीता राम। साई राम 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 राम। समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। समस्त लोकाः सुखिनो bhavantu. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. जय बोलो पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। सतगुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव। ओम शांति शांति शांति।